celebrate our own very own Director of Research, also the Chairman of RRPC, Dr. O.A. Adetula. Yes, thank you, thank you. It's getting better, it's getting better. Somebody told me that the more you clap, the healthier you become. Yes, I'm telling you. Telling you. Yes, exactly. Let me put your back together. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Also, I want to celebrate, also seated right now, the Director of Research, Dr. H.A. Akintoye. Let's do it together. All right. Seated also is Director of Research and also the Head of Public Relations Unit, Dr. Elo Olajide Taiwo. Thank you very much, sir. Our very own professor, ladies and gentlemen, Director of Research, Dr. O.O. Oyedele. Trying to ensure I don't miss the face if I'm scanning. Yes, it's scanning. Forgive me. This time I don't want to get into trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, Director of Research, also HOD, Citrus and Product Development, Dr. S.O. Babalola. Yeah. All right, great. We have seated Dr. O. Idowu, Director of Research, HOD, Vegetable Agriculture. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. We've got Director of Research and also HOD Information and Documentation, Dr. B.O. Fagola. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. We have Director of Research, HOD Fruits and Spices, Dr. P.E. Akintoye. Yeah, yes. We've got competent people heading Nihort in the IMC. We have Director of Research, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Adebisi Adelani. I do not see. No, she's not there. All right. Of course, we have Assistant Director of Research, also the Acting Head of Farming Systems and Extension. We have Dr. I.B. Adeoye. Right. Okay. Also, my boss just stepped out, but she was here. Dr. I.O. Amo, Assistant Director of Research, and also, she's here, Acting Head Planning and Evaluation. Thank you very much. All right, we move on to the next item on our agenda. Yes, please let me be quick to tell us that this seminar is being streamed on our social media platforms, on Facebook at Nihort NG, on Instagram at Nihort Research, on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Nihort NG, on YouTube at Nihort Research. Of course, I will be quick to introduce to us the chairman for this seminar. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have on the high table, let us welcome Dr. Iyabo Kosede Adeoye. Let's celebrate now. Let's thank her. Thank you. Thank you. Right. My apologies while I was talking, just put my face down for a few seconds. We had working one of the IMC, ladies and gentlemen, where the acting director for administration, for admin, we have Dr. the age is 16 around. Thank you. Let's welcome him to come take the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Atiba. I want to appreciate the ED, the IMC, the Assistant Director, the HOPs, HOU, the scientists, the technologists, every member of staff. You are welcome. I want to take the citation of Dr. Kenneth. Thank you very much. Dr. Kenneth-Obosi was born in Ibadan on the 28th of March, over 4 decades ago, to the family of late Deacon J.A. and Mrs. B.A. Oyekoya of Oke-Jebu, Igbo, Ogun State. She started her early years schooling at Adeko Memorial Nursery and Primary School, Ijebu, Igbo, in 1980, and completed her primary education at Victory Nursery and Primary School, NTC Road, Okeado, in Ibadan, in the year 1990. She proceeded there to Yale Girls Grammar School, Modete, Ibadan, for her secondary education in the year 1991 to 1996, where she finished as the best graduating student. As a young girl, she proceeded to the University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, in the year 1998 and 2003, where she bagged her PhD from the Department of Animal Nutrition, and she graduated as the second best student in the department. Not only that, she finished with a CGPA above 4. That is really close to a fourth-class student. She meritoriously served her fatherland in Enugu State between the year 2003 to 2004, and her interest in research took her back to the University of Ibadan for her MSc in Agricultural Biochemistry and Nutrition in the Department of Animal Science. Dr. Kenneth proceeded immediately for a PhD in ruminant nutrition in the same department from the year 2009 to 2015. And because of our curiosity to research, Dr. Kenneth was opportune to join the Service of National Agricultural Research Institute, Nihort, in the year 2015, and she joined as a senior research officer with the Department of Planning System and Extension Research Department. I will briefly talk about her research life. She is an animal scientist with strong affinity in the conservation and utilization of horticultural waste, which she looked into the area of livestock feeding, integrated crop livestock farming system, gardening, pasture establishment, dairy production, and I want to believe that very soon, Nihort will soon be having yogurt production, and that I can promise that we might reach those who have been there. Dr. Kenneth-Obosi is very versed in vitro and in vivo analysis of fruits, vegetables, spices, and ornamental crops. Dr. Kenneth-Obosi also has done some work which have looked into the aspect of ruminant ecology, microbial population determination, and characterization, to mention a few. She has over the years been carrying out research on integrated crop livestock farming system and conservative use of horticultural waste. She pioneered the establishment of livestock production unit in farming system research program in Nihort. Dr. Kenneth-Obosi has to accredit 30 publications in reputable journals, conference proceedings, and books. She has attended several conferences, both locally and internationally. So that's an international woman standing there. She is a seasoned reviewer in some blind care review journals, at which I want to mention a few of the journals. We have Archives of Current Research International, International Journal of Environment and Climate Change, Integrity Research Journals, Net Journal of Agricultural Science, Advanced in Medicinal Plant Research, and Next Journals. I move to her professional affiliation. She is a member of several professional bodies and associations. She was inducted and registered as an animal scientist with Nigerian Institute of Animal Science, which is popularly known as NIAS, in the year 2013. Dr. Kenneth-Obosi also is a member of Animal Science Association of Nigeria. Also, she is also a member of Nigerian Society for Animal Production, also International Society for Horticultural Science, ISHS, and also our popular HOTSIN, which is Horticultural Society of Nigeria. Training and short courses she has attended. She has attended several training and courses, some of which are as follows. Management training on personal relationship, conflict management and resolution, which was taken in the year 2022. Right for Me, Master Ebook Creation and Publication in the year 2022. Research Proposal Writing, workshop by National Cultural Research Institute that was taken in the year 2021. Some of these things which he has achieved, he was able to achieve them because he made herself available. Making to potential courses organized by the Wageningen Center for Development Innovation in Netherlands, that was done in the year 2021. Agricultural Small and Medium Enterprises Management with African Agricultural Business School in the year 2021. Mandatory Continuing Professional Education Certificate, which was done in Abuja in Kano under the Nigerian Institute of Animal Science. The course was taken in the year 2027 and in the 2017, excuse me. Apology for that. And some of the courses which you do involve livestock business financing, farm to export regulation and requirement in export of livestock products. And then another course which you do was auto AIT research communication in year 2017. Abstract and proposal writing workshop for postgraduate students in the University of Ibadan, which was taken in the year 2021. Mandatory Continual Professional Education Certificate, Nigeria Institute of Animal Science, and this was taken in the year 2013. And some of the courses she looked while she was taking this course was she looked at the aspect of climate change and animal production in Nigeria, toxin and animal production in Nigeria, animal welfare and ethics. And sincerely, I want to believe that a lot of us will attest to the kind of beef we've been eating in Nihort when we buy those beef. The healthiness of this beef is something which we encourage. So we want to say thank you very much for attending those courses. So in the year 2021, she participated in the Nigerian Graduate for Outer Young Scientists. You've been over 4 decades and you see like a young person. Administrative and some position head while they are in Nihort. She is the head and livestock unit of Farming System Research Program since the year 2018 to date. She was the project secretary of the former Project 3, which has to deal with utilization of agricultural waste for income generation and environmental sustainability. And that's between the year 2016 to 2021. She is a member, National Cultural Research Institute, Junior Staff Promotion Committee in the year 2023. She is also a member of Nihort Technical Evaluation and Subcommittee of the Tender Board in the year 2024, which has to do with the capital projects. She is also a member of Nihort newsletter team from year 2023 to date. Research output dissemination activities. Dr. Olusimbo Kenneth-Obosi has participated in the dissemination of research output to farmers and other relevant stakeholders through radio programs. And some of the things he has looked into has to do with silage making from agricultural waste. In the year 2022, at Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, FRSC, Premier 93.5 FM. Utilization of agricultural waste for silage production in the year 2021 at King's FM 103.9. Also, importance of animal husbandry in the integrated farming system in year 2024 at Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, Premier FM 93.5. She has been involved in several training and capacity building programs, for example, skill development and provision of startup funds for fishery, poultry, and vegetable farming in Edo State under batch 1 and 2 in year 2021 and year 2022, respectively. She has co-supervised 4 students from the Department of Animal Production and Health, Aquatech College of Aquaculture in Ibadan. I think we should give her a clap for that. Finally, Dr. Kenneth-Obosi, he is a dedicated Christian, a deaconess in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, where she served in the Sunday school department, as also she is a prison and hospital department laborer in the vineyard of God. She is happily married to pastor, and not only pastor, but Dr. Kenneth-Obosi. And the marriage is blessed very with children. And if I not mistaken, I hope I can see one of the family members seated. Thank you, and God bless you. So I present to the house Dr. Kenneth-Obosi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jackson. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Please say. Now, if you did not clap well, we shall not give you meat next time we are selling it. You see, people like me too. And you see, I was especially excited when I heard about the new goals. Okay, Dr. Simbo, appreciate it. That's a great one. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Dixon. Wonderful, wonderful one. Of course, what would you expect already from somebody like this? I would say that Nihort has a team of crème de la crème. You know, the top people who are eagles, who are actually doing good and doing well. Can we celebrate all ourselves? Let's celebrate ourselves. Thank you very much. I want to use the opportunity to let us please celebrate all the head of programs and also head of units. Can we celebrate them? Thank you very much. All right. I think my work is entirely done. I want to hand over, of course, to the chairman of this seminar to handle and, of course, invite, the presenter, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, can we celebrate Dr. I.D. Adeoye?
Thank you. Thank you, Master, the Executive Director, Internal Management Committee members, the staff of management, for the privilege to serve as the chairman of today's seminar presentation. And I want to tell us that the livestock component It's an important unit to the family system and the education department, aside the different public system we have, such as the intercropping, the soil cropping, we also have the integrated family system too. So today, the title of our presentation again is Horticultural Waste Utilization and Advancement in Food and Nutrition Security in the food livestock production. And I believe the presenter will do adequate justice to the topic. I want to hand over to the presenter.
You're all welcome.
Good morning.
We are all welcome, the executive director and everyone.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the rapporteur for today is Mr. Okwe Adebi. Can we celebrate? Please, when she's talking, she's very, soft spoken. So please let us. Thank you.
Once again, I welcome everyone to today's presentation. The topic we want to discuss about today is about horticultural waste utilization and advancement to food and nutrition security in improved livestock production. We have the introduction, which we will look at waste. We look at the sources of waste, circular economy, bioeconomy, utilization of horticultural waste, integrated crop livestock production, system, silage production from citrus and vegetable waste, backyard fertilization in layer production. Then we will conclude and recommend as well as acknowledgement. I said, waste. Waste are unwanted or unusable materials that we believe that the primary purpose of using the material is used up. So substance discarded after the primary use, we believe is worthless, is defective, and of no use. And this type of things are from different sources. We have, which are waste. We have industrial waste, commercial waste from commercial centers like our markets, eateries, domestic waste in our own farms, household waste generated. And we have agriculture / horticultural wastes. Today we want to talk about that agriculture / horticultural wastes. Horticultural wastes are generated from horticultural activity, and horticultural production is associated with huge waste generation from farm to marketplace to processing points, even household. And we want to get our vegetables, we need to remove the edible ones and throw some stems. And so in all forms, we have some of this waste generated. So these huge wastes, if not well managed, usually contribute to environmental pollution and can also serve as breeding ground to detrimental organisms. At the markets, the picture we are looking at is LA vegetable and fruit market here. At our extreme right, we have the cabbage waste from the trimmings. From farm, the produce are brought to the market with some of the waste. It has always been intentional to prevent excessive dehydration and make them fit before they get to the market. So getting to the market, they have to trim off some of those things from them, so that we can have what we have in that basket that we all go to get as our cabbage. Also from carrots, we have a lot of leaves, carrot leaves that we use to pack to prevent dehydration, and they also come with their stock, all to ensure that they are still fit until it gets to the markets. So in Project 3, the former Project 3 looks into utilization of horticultural waste for environmental sustainability. So the team visited LA markets, vegetable markets, and the man in the first picture there is their chairman, Alaji Seydou, the chairman of the marketer. We went there with our baskets. The team was led by Dr. Ladide Taiwo, FB, to ensure that we know which of the waste, how do they generate, what quantity do they generate from different vegetables. And so the other picture there are team members trying to pack, to weigh the quantity that was generated from different ones, from cabbage, from lettuce, from all what they have there, green beans. So we were able to conclude there that what we have in abundance that is really disturbing them is both carrots and cabbage waste, others are in minute quantity. And coming down to Nihort here, our orchard. Last year, we experienced this, and it has always been like that over years. We have dropped fruits from our citrus tree. And this one is the stuff that the breeding ground for fruit fly. We made 2004 reported that when these fruits drop, it serves as breeding ground for fruit fly. And if we are able to pick the drop fruits, we'll have reduced the incidence of fruit fly by about 50%. And this leads us into circular economy. Before, what we need citrus for is just, we need to get our citrus fruit, and then that is all. The people that want to sell the vegetable, we just want to sell the vegetable, and then they pack the waste off. And that is linear economy. But now the world is looking towards circular, ensuring that there is no waste, regeneration of natural resources, preventing waste and pollution in our environment, and ensuring that we reuse all what we have. And then the circular bioeconomy look deep into the organic aspect of it, because the circular economy, we have it in industries like even the bottle industry, it's all encompassing. But when we talk about bioeconomy, then we are talking about that has to do with life more. It induced a growth model that stressed effective utilization of resources in organisms generally. And there are three principal hubs that are watchword for this circular economy. Reduce. We want to optimize our usage. We want to ensure that we reduce wastage. We use them optimally. Then reuse the renewable resources, the one that we can renew, we can turn to another thing. Then recycle, using waste as raw material. And that is our target for this work. As an animal scientist, I looked at this waste in form of animal feed. How can we utilize the waste in form of animal feed? That Project 3 looked at it for different angles. We have some of food for biogas, for voucher, for compost. For the aspect that we want to talk about today is about utilization of this for animal feed. And we can use it in these 5 different forms. We have soilage, fresh feed. As we collect it, we feed it to the animals straight like that. These are fresh waste from fruit and vegetable from processing unit. Now processing unit. This is the pineapple waste eaten up by the sheep in the animal section here in Nihort. They readily eat fresh, and we call that term soilage. The second one we want to look at is silage. And silage is anaerobic fermentation of ruminant feed prepared from feedstock, from agricultural waste, from horticultural waste, from things around us. And then you can have hay. Hay is drying, hair drying, to ensure we reduce moisture and preserve it, conserve it for future use. Then we have feed block. They are concentrate. Feed block is making it into mold, crush, we blend, we mix in the ratio that we like, then we dry in the mold and conserve. Then we have concentrate. Also, part of the waste that this work tends to look into is backyard. Backyard is a backyard waste. Backyard is a leguminous plant, and it has some usage for us, highly economical. Use it as food, as medicine, animal fodder, fresh like that, all amendment. Even some people call it as firewood. But this backyard, the picture there shows the pot. The pot houses the seed, and the seed is covered with a mucilage called pod. That is the yellow that you can see from the opening. Inside the yellow of the pod, we have the seed that we commonly that is processed all around us. But before now, what is used for, what they done with the pod, other mucilage, is to wash off when it is time to produce the spice, it will be washed off. Or the children around them will just leave a little, and the rest will be there. And some other African countries use it as sweetener. And then a little research work has been done into it to use it in replacing of maize for animal feed. Mainly in Nigeria, backyard pork as of today is still washed off from the locust bean spice, commonly known as Iru in the west. And in the eastern side is known as Ogiri, and the northern side is known as Dadawa. It means it is taken all across Nigeria and even some other African countries. So this pork that is always a nuisance, that is always forming slurry where the spice is produced, is high in vitamin C and high in carotenoid, and both are very important to boost immune system. This leads us to the following objectives. The first one is to develop animal feed from waste generated from our orchard here, and also at marketplace. Then, to determine the effect of backyard pork supplementation on performance of air quality, of laying bulbs. The material and method for the silage. We have the market with the carrot and the cabbage. Then we have drop citrus from our orchard. Farmers that does not have the orchard, they can go to open market like OJ. They have heap of citrus with them as well. Then we also have pluricidial septum, commonly known as agumani cane. It's always used. It's used in an edge plant by our floriculturists at our landscaping. Then we have other agro-industrial products because of that was added to the silage to help to absorb some of the moisture. The process of silage making involves gathering of the materials, chopping to reduce the size, for easy conversion, and weigh it. That is manual chopping of carrots and cabbage. Then the manual processing of citrus waste. When we are doing the manual, a lot of people will be there working for hours. But later, one of the engineers in the unit, Mr. Adesoya today, was able to come up with the automated shredder that within minutes will have been able to finish all what we need to do. So the shredded materials will be mixed together and filled and converted, and every sandbag placed on it for 21 days of anaerobic fermentation. That is the cultural representation of how it's being mixed. And then that Mr. Otunkayo is pressing to ensure that we have the low oxygen allowed in, we have full compaction of the material. Yeah. We have bunker silo and plastic silo. Before, we only use plastic silo. Over time, we have rodent incidents that start eating it off. So we were able to construct the bunker silo. The percentage composition of horticultural waste-based silage. For each of the treatments, we have 65% of horticultural waste in the field developed, in the silage developed. The first one having 40% of citrus waste and 20% of vegetable waste in having 10% carrots, 10% cabbage. Then we have the second one, 30% of citrus and 30% of vegetable waste. Third one, we have 20% citrus waste and then 40% vegetable waste. For the work on Vakia 4, it was done at Aquatech College of Agriculture and Technology, because we need to assess their facility. So we have 54 laying boards and 3 boards, three treatments and 6 boards per replicates. We have three treatments, 3 replicates and 6 boards per replicates. The treatment for the early phase, we have 2 phases. We have the early phase of egg laying and the late phase. The early phase is when the egg starts laying. The first few months when the birds start laying. Then we have the mid phase that was already stabilized, and but later, as the egg proceeded, then we have the late phase. That time the egg production will start dropping. So this worked on the 2 extreme phases, the early phase and the late phase. At the early phase, the control is 0% Vakia 4 solution, that is ordinary water. While at the late phase, because farmers will always supplement with conventional multivitamin because of the age of the bird at that time. So we use conventional multivitamin as the late phase. So we have 1% Vakia 4 and then 2% Vakia 4 treatment, and alongside with the 0% Vakia 4 treatment. 50% of the hair production were weighed daily, and then weekly 4 eggs per treatment is taken for quality and quantity, egg quality and egg quality analysis. Then the egg shell was also looked into. Later, this is a picture showing the partitioned drinker where the birds were exposed to different solution of Vakia 4. At the late phase, the work started at day 420 of old, when the birds were 420 days old. So the conventional multivitamin, like I said the other time, that the control. We look at the egg quality parameters, we check the weight of the bird, we look at their egg status and the low coloration, and all the data were subjected to analysis of variance. The results. The silage produced, what is being passed around is silage. After 21 days, the silage is set. The one that is being passed around will notice that the smell is fruity. It's not offensive. It's like wine, so smell, fruity wine with smell. So that is, and that silage, what we are having in our hand was done last year, December. So all the carrots, all the cabbage that can stand for 3 days, or citrus that cannot stand for 3 days without, before it start rotting, they were still there, doing fine, still pleasant. And all the tree treatment have fruity, pleasant smell. That is an indication that it's a good silage. If it is not well done, it can have rotting or foul smell. Then they are fine. We use the machine to crush them. But if you still look at it, you still be able to see the carrots. You can still this is carrots, this is citrus, this everything you can see. So it is fair, it's not rotten. And the temperature at the time of opening was below the atmospheric temperature. We took the temperature of the atmosphere, the room temperature at that time. The room temperature was 28.5. And the temperature of the silage was 27%, which means it's cool, no caramelization takes place. Then the pH, because of the work is done by lactic acid fermenters, so it is slightly acidic, and that is why we have pH like that of a good silage. And it is very economical. For us to have a ton of it produced, we spend about 55,000 at the time of computation of this economic analysis. And we will generate about 100,000 from it. So the BTR is about 1.8. Presently today, 50 kg of wheat bran ranges between 8,500 and 10,000. And if you want to use that to consider it, it means for us to have a ton, we'll spend about 200,000, and it won't be as rich because this one has vitamins, protein, and energy. The result from the boards, we have 1 and 2% backyard solution boards laying 10 days ahead of the ones from 0% backyard solution. It means the nutrients in it enhance productivity. And then 1% has the highest number, laid the highest number of eggs. This the backyard box contains calcium, the vitamin C. The selected nutrients were analyzed from the backyard box used. Very high in antioxidants. Then the 0% backyard box for farmers. I know that some of us may have bots at home. We know what is called prolapse. When the veins of the bot try to come out, maybe due to excess fats, and when the bot wants to lay egg, it cannot lay, it just become a problem. It became a problem for the bot. And we experienced that. So on the 0% backyard for solution bots, they have prolapse. But all the other 1 and 2%, despite the fact that they are laying bigger heads, they laid more heads, their weight was higher, they had more weight. The antioxidants present in the backyard had helped them to neutralize the excess fat that would have gathered, and so they were laying flesh and they were laying head. This is the picture of the egg yolk. The golden yellow coloration increased with increase in backyard bulk inclusion. And the size of head also is increased with increase in backyard bulk solution. This is the egg quantity chart. With the arrow bar, you see that there is no significant difference between the 1% and the 2%. Although the 1% lay more egg than the 2%, but they were significant than the 0%. And also the weight of the head, 2% is far heavier, bigger than the 0%, and 1% is also bigger and heavier than the 0%. The dry matter of the eggshell. From our laboratory here, we were able to analyze the moisture content so we could get to dry matter of the eggshell. And then we will see that with increase in partial form, we have increase in the dry matter content of the eggshell. So breakage, which is a farmer's loss, will be reduced if partial form solution is included in their production. What on 2% partial form they were more heavier. That was why they could even make ahead of 0%, and they were adding flesh, not fat. For the late phase, we use conventional multivitamin. And so at that stage, the farmers will give them conventional multivitamins because of their age. And we can see that there are no significant difference in the weight of the bud with the error bar. Although the one for conventional multivitamin is looking at the figure ordinarily seems bigger. The egg production at late phase. The conventional multivitamin and all other ones, there was no significant difference in the number of eggs produced. Although the conventional multivitamin the cumulative egg production was lower. Cumulative egg weight was lower. The egg weight, the size of the egg from the partial form was bigger than that of the conventional multivitamin. And the buds, they were very healthy, although all the buds on the partial form. Also, for the early phase, the egg quality characteristic that was checked, we also see that the buds of partial form did very well. While at the late phase, no significant difference in the internal and the external quality of egg. Mass and size. I want us to believe, I believe we can now know that citrus and vegetable waste that we have around us that is being wasted, causing nuisance, releasing greenhouse gases, breeding fruit flies, breeding microbes, can be excellent source of feed for animals. There is a platform now, Silage Nigeria, trying to canvas, trying to make farmers know, trying to work it around that how can our animals be food sufficient? Because this is one of the way out. 6-month-old carrot is what you are holding, and you are not throwing it away. Nobody is saying, this is rotten stuff, let's throw it away. So we can keep it for a year. So this, our waste from Nihort, citrus and vegetable, they are excellent source of nutrients for animals, which in turn would turn animal protein to human in form of flesh and milk for ruminants. Even people that have rabbits, I think I heard. It's been asked, some of us have been asking me, how come and teach me? If I'm going to LA every day, it's stress. So rabbits can take it, so many animals can take silage. And also partial form, a pre-processing waste that constitutes nuisance, forming slurry. We have flies usually celebrate when they are processing spice for us, can be converted to enhance egg production, increase quality of table egg, increase the quantity of the table of egg that we have, and make our belt healthier. Horticultural waste are eating wells. Circular economy is the way out through integrated farming system approach. For all of us to be food and nutrition security, we must start looking at circular economy. We must embrace it and turn all our waste into direct or indirect food for man. I want to acknowledge the Almighty God. I want to appreciate God for His grace over me, for bringing me to Nihort. When I got here, I was like, God, all that starts. But for taking me this far, Daddy, I say thank you. And now I want to also appreciate specially our EGCU. Thank you so much, sir. Since he joined Nihort, he understands the peculiarity of the units, that animals are tended like baby. They're a bit different from crop that just today, as the rain was about to start, the man that held the cattle was in the bush. He was calling, bring raincoat. About to have to enter the rain with raincoat and start running. Everyone that is on the fish for crop, they will just stay somewhere and he can't leave the animal there and start coming home. So we have a very peculiar nature, and the EG understand that. And it's really helping us in that. Thank you. Thank you. I'm very, very grateful. All you have been able to do to help us to achieve all what we've been able to achieve in that unit. And to the all IMC members, I thank you so much. Without your support, there is nothing that I would have been able to do. What can I do? How much am I earning? But with their support, all through we've been able to come this length. And then to the end of the former Project 3 and Project 5. Project 3 was headed by Dr. Olajide Taiwo and Dr. Idowu. Both of them were very supportive, ensuring that the silence, the animal, because there was nothing on ground, nothing. They were so supportive and very grateful. And then to the Project 5 coordinator, Dr. Kolayon retired, and Dr. Babalola. Both of them as well. They said, oh, Kenneth, we are going to that place. We will do this for. The little resources we have, we will ensure we utilize it. And I thank you, especially, ma, and thank you, God bless you, ma. The members of the former Project 3, livestock unit is so peculiar. So many people run away from us. Even including some of the managers, they run away from us because our work is so strenuous. But some of the people in my group where we were doing the work, they were so supportive. Going to pack it together, going to do it together, ensuring it is being done. I'm so grateful. I'm very, very grateful. And then the activity 4 of Project 5, led by Dr. Oduto, was the one that carried out the backyard work in poultry production. Dr. Oduto was always there. We will go there together. We will analyze together. When we get to the work, bring it to the table again. We'll do it together. Thank you so much, ma'am. Today, we have the results. And head of farming system and extension department. I want to say from Dr. Oyedele, I landed in her hand as my HOD. And everything was like, hey, this is not so. Thank you. She will go and write. They will understand you. They will understand you. She did so much, a lot of encouragement. I tell my Dr. Lajeta, a lot of encouragement. And so we are established today. And also Dr. Akintola, Dr. Adebisi Adelani, and my present HOD, Dr. Adeobi. All of them, they understand the peculiarity. Sometimes we'll be looking at but today, I can say that the dividend of what the personality that you stood by is now being presented to the young people. Also, in my program, farming system program. Also, I will go back to my first HOD, Dr. Akintola. He will always tell me, Kenneth, I was always been told that we are doing cropping system, different cropping system. You must do this, we must get it. We have to do it so that we can tell them we are farming system, not cropping system. He's no longer in Nihort today, but where you are, I said thank you, sir. And then he just look to me. When I hit the wall, he will say, we will do it. And then my honorable commissioner, she's always there. She will stand by and say, hey, let's go. Hey, we must eat for it to be done. We'll go over it again. And today, although she's not here today, she has greeted you on our platform this morning. Commissioner, my other commissioner, thank you, ma'am. And then to my present HOP, Dr. Bagmo, she will always be coming over. Want to sit again. Thank you so much, ma'am. Also, to the head of all consults, I'm sorry for taking your time. To the head of all consults, Dr. Bolayan started the production farm, the cattle. He said, Kenneth, please go and do it. They said, we can't do it with these little resources. That place started with 200,000. But you take this 200,000, go and buy cattle. Buy at least 4. Buy it. We will do it. God will help us. But Abolayo is retired today, but the work there. Thank you, God help me. And also to Dr. Kipakoye, I disturbed that man so much. Because when others will come and they're taking what they need and they are gone, my home will always, they are animals, they are like human, they are like babies. They will always cry for more attention. And he never shut his door at me, always supporting. Thank you. And now the present the management of all consults, Dr. Eswet, Akeyemi, and Dr. Abdurrafiu Monso, they are also managing the place. They are managing me and because I was dressed. Then I cannot forget my soldiers, the people in the units. That place started 2018 with Mr. Kayode, and by 2019, Mr. Adesoya Tunde joined us. How many people have been tried to come over, but they ran away? They said they were like too much. They want to kill us, but they are still with me till today. I appreciate them. And I went up from Harvard, then Mr. Ademola Bolagade is in the bush with the cattle, but his mind is here. Thank you so much. I am very, very grateful. And to my family, all I've been able to achieve in life is through them. They've always been supporting me. My husband, Pastor Dr. Kenneth-Obosi. Sometimes I won't be able to sleep. When the heat is much, they say, what is it? Take, go and settle it. Your life is more than anything. Your progress is better than anything. I am very, very grateful. And then to my children, when they need me more sometimes, they come, we don't come. Am I able to check it out? I will just leave home and I will rush. I appreciate them. Thank you so much. God bless you. And to everybody present here, the people in the laboratory, thank you, Mr. Abba and the same. Mr. Vincent, Mr. Para, thank you so much. Thank you all for everything.
Wow. Before the chairman speaks, also all the wonderful comments, do you think, ladies and gentlemen, that was worth it? Was it worth your time? Can we put that hand together? Every once in a while, I get emotional when we forget that we can never be where we are alone on our own strength. See everything she said? She rode on the wings of other people. So this was years of research based on people who made decisions in the past. Please don't let us forget that we are all here today because some people paid the price. Yeah. Some people did the job too. We're riding on their wings. Can we celebrate everybody that made it possible? Everybody. Yes, ma'am. Mrs. Chairman.
Thank you so much. And I want us to appreciate the presenter again for the beautiful presentation. Thank you, and all family system and intention department. And we celebrate our center. Essentially, the presenter talked about horticultural waste, that there are different types of waste, but because we are in horticultural research, the horticultural waste is very important. And that includes all our crops, citrus, then the byproducts from processes for our pineapple, for our citrus, and the number of horticultural crops. And she laid emphasis on circular economy. That is, when we are talking about zero wastages, effective generation of resources, it is very important. And if you look at it generally in Nigeria and another countries, there are emphasis now on farming because we want to promote circular economy. Then she mentioned that horticultural waste can be used for soilage, silage, hay, feedlot, and concentrate. So essentially, still emphasizing on the importance of circular economy. Then she mentioned the process of producing the zero down to silage and the backyard pulp from local beans, and she described the process of silage making using vegetable and citrus waste paste. And also to describe the process of using the backyard pulp that it was used in poultry supplements, and she utilized it at 1% and 2% concentration. And emphasis were on the effect of the pulp on the egg weight, the shell, that is, the backyard pulp had significant effect on the performance of the poultry in relation to the weight of the egg, the shell, and so many other characteristics. And for the silage too, so emphasize that producing that silage is economically viable. And we can also see that the silage making was able to generate 80 copper from every 1 naira invested, emphasizing that that can be scaled up by the institute. Because if you can mop up the wastages that we have in the market, that will go a long way in reducing environmental pollution. So the institute, I'm suggesting that we can at that from the institute end. And lastly, she concluded by saying that horticultural waste really, they are eating wells through it, and through integrated farming system approach, this can be explored and this can promote circular economy in which there will be zero wastages will be reduced, pollution in the environment will be reduced. So once again, thank you for the beautiful presentation. So for the other questions and comments, I'm going to give you to the executive director first, then and all other IMC before we throw it to the other staff. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson, General Management Committee, and fellow colleagues. Dr. Kenneth, it's nice meeting again this morning during rainy season. When I was reading your profile, I noticed the secondary school best graduating student, university second best graduating student. So I was wondering what you are using. In your presentation, you know why you are best graduating. So, which means you are best, because you have one colleague that never say everybody, including myself, presented. Nobody can intimidate you. Take your time. When outside you are picking it, nobody is intimidating you. That's why you became best ability. So I congratulate you on that, and for beautiful work you have done. Honestly, what is, and It's very, very important. The only observation I have there, they are just only two. One is just like a copy, the other is like my own insights. And there's a pop, backyard pop. You're using 1%, 2%. You've never, maybe, I don't know, maybe you optimize it. At what point will that pop go to diminishing return? For example, use one pop, the 2% is more than 1%. So why is 3% more than 2%? 4%, 5%, is it the higher you go, the higher it comes? And what's the choice of choosing the 1% and 2%? Because you see, like this work now, it's a work that can be patented. And when you patent it, you cannot write any fee production company, it will include it. And that's where most of the research scientists make money. But the one you just did now, anybody can pick it up and go and be using it as an additive. It is good, it is federal government money, fine. But also federal government is royalty from any work we are doing because the public money we are using. So if the work has been completely, adequately concluded, it will be better for us to optimize it. And that takes me to this our research of the thing. That every time we finish research, it will be good on our parts, either departmental level or program level, or some of our young research scientists should continue. If this were to be in academic university, students will keep on picking it 1 year after the other, and they will conclude it by maybe of a way of optimization. We know at what percentage, that's 1% of a pop solution, or is it 10% of pop solution, or 100% of pop solution, or 50%. So that is what is implemented. And that is what we need to be putting research. They are outstanding research. And I know why. And with the IFC support and the institute, we are want to get to a stage whereby if a scientist or research scientist wants to do research, you don't have to write to the ED say you need 200,000. You just walk to lab and complete it. If it was to the case that the scientist can walk to lab and conclude it, I'm very sure these young chaps will have a right. One of them will pick it up and conclude it. And then the institute can patent it, start making it not even issue of royalty this time, the issue of contributing to the system. See the head quality of 1% and 2%. So I think there's still lots of more work to be done here. And I'm afraid now if I ask you to continue, now, the next thing I will see petty cash 200,000. And that's why I'm running out. It's I will take the chance, I will take the risk. Please let's continue. If you, I know you are busy now, you can take any of your young scientists in the family system and let them write something on it. Let them conclude this so that it can be patented. I don't know where you get it. Maybe you saw some previous literature they are using it for. I don't know how it is because they tell us the truth. I didn't see any literature review. Have people been using the partial pop in that, or it's just an imagination? Because I know when we're in secondary school and primary, so that was the time you would be more big. So if you use that one to abuse me, you may drop. They're not going to be greedy with that. I started vomiting, something that time. Sorry if you are irritated, but that was it to tell you bye bye. So what's informed it? You didn't tell us, but I think we need to continue. That is on the part, on that part. On the second part is the issue of waste. That took me to one grant to one from tech at that time. We're just coming to the university. So we got that. It was not tech for that, but it was ECF, Education Trust. So we had that, and it was on biogas. That's why I got the deep storage of biogas. There was no anybody that knows we put a place Janley. That is why they do orange in the Kano. It's said in the northwest. There's no place they have more than orange supply. People coming from Benue, from crops, people, they will come and deposit their orange there. And the people in the market. So the project was to reduce the weight of the orange to generate substrates that can generate electricity. Maybe to some area. See, that thing is as big. Anybody that knows that behind the area is as big as this place. But when we finish our design and everything, you know, the heat of that thing cannot take us 5 days to finish. Just generate electricity. What are we trying to generate? I think it's about 2 megawatts per time. And we turn it to substrate and we position it that when you finish the first, second, so I was wondering then, how many cubes of this orange waste dining? That's very big us. Because if we start adapting it now, so how many cubes of the waste are we going to do to get these things? Because I don't know how to feed, but I know they feed heavily. They can be the one once they feel. So, in other words, that it tells us that most of our mentee we have, luckily, I've gotten a mentee in the MC, and I don't know how to do anything. So I don't know how I'm going to mentor him. So I can only mentor him in my shape because we have the same shape. And he's a fine man. I think that should be a fine man too. So maybe that's our mentoring strategy. But to mentor you MC, I don't know. So most of our mentee, they can pick up this stuff and do those, conversions so that when we start this thing, so that we'll not now be using the real food we're supposed to eat as human beings for with the available wasting of it. So by and large, let me make the disclosure. Sorry, chairperson. I've been thinking my program is between PDP and the farming system. So conclusively today, I can say I'm a farming system because of this organization. Okay?
Thank you, sir. I want to hand it over to the chairman, Research Review and Planning Committee.
Thank you, thank you. I think good day to the ED, to the IMC, and to the staff. I will also like to congratulate Dr. Kenneth-Obosi. He is a wonderful researcher. He asked me why, because I've been working on vegetable for a long time. And vegetable is a perishable crop. For you to have an excellent product for over 6 months, using vegetable and it's not smelling, it's not diseased, and they can use it, I think she deserves another clap. The other aspects, so from the background, what I want to do. It was another scientist who is supposed to present today. But by the time the person, because the other person was not available, we asked Kenneth-Obosi to present it today, and she did not refuse. Within few days, we got everything else. And you see the way she presented it. On behalf of the RRPC, we say thank you. We love that thing. So please, other scientists, be prepared. Get your presentation ready. Anytime, though we already have the schedule, but make sure you prepare very well before that day. Thank you very much.
Other IMC member for comments, questions.
Thank you very much. Dr. Obosi, for the wonderful presentation. Yes, my comment just about you. The first one centered on what you presented. Like the ED said, we should expand the production, not for patenting alone. The weight of the box can also be utilized. The vegetable fields that we are using before is almost gone now. And we have to revive it and make sure that we can still use the land again. Then on the second part, has to do with the ruminants. There was a time that we had moringa orchard in the botanical garden. That time we were thinking that we should have small ruminants that will use the leaves of moringa to feed and be able to extract milk. That time we were thinking that we want to know what is the impact about the protein content that the animals will get from the leaves. What things can you include it in your program? Can you include such a thing? Yes, we are cultural people, but there's nothing stopping us from looking into that area to bring out something that we can recommend to farmers. Why don't we use this? If you use waste silage, you can include some of these materials that you have in your compound. There are so many people that have the small ruminants in their compound. Why can't you use it? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ken, for this insightful seminar. My only question is, you said we looked at early laying pigs, then you late laying pigs. Was that deliberate? Then you ask, why you don't consider